What up, boys? What up, boys? Let's do this. Alright, so I'm actually trying something a little bit different. This is actually the exact same build. The exact same configuration that I used in a Dissonance run. I did a quick little top up, except for I got a little bit carried away. And I was like getting a little bit cut for time. And I was like, damn it, I need to hurry up and get the tower in the bracket. Otherwise we'll end up at up Shits Creek. Up Shites Creek. Actually, AFK, what's good, fam? XL Daily, there he is, big guy. There he is, big guy. Oh, probably just to elaborate on what we were talking about earlier, XL, is so what I did when I first did Orbless is I did G-Comp Orbless, and then I went to ACP Orbless, and then I went to any kind of armor Orbless because the ACP was a little bit too much damage. But when it come to overkilling and over trimming, so I had a final card preset that was set for the Orb Devo, tail end portion of the run. And then I think I had 3 other presets, and that was just to make things a little bit easier. So what I do is, like, one preset had no damage cards. The second preset, I think, had Berserker in it. Oh no, sorry. The second one had Berserker in it. Oh, damage in it. And then the third one had Berserker, but with no damage card. So I think Berserker's about 8x. I think the damage card is, I don't know, however many times the damage card is. Like, it's all about, like, that steady jump. But the main thing that I used to do is a focus down the bottom on the wave health. And I'd use the wave health versus the damage I have on the tower as the metric and what I measured it by. And I can't remember now because it's been a while on what I measured it by. But I think it was by, like, the 3 or 4 decimal places. And then I used to pick the perks last. So I'd do cards first. And then I'd pick the perks last because the jumps in the perks are more subtle than the jumps in the cards. Like, the jumps in the cards are quite rippy. Like going from, like, let's say, I don't know, 10 trillion damage to 80 trillion damage. Like, you know, that's quite a bit of a jump. Because then, like, what you're expecting to see is you're expecting to see the jump in the wave health too. So using those as the benchmarks. So did you get that extra level of CF? Does that mean that your CF's perma and farm? Ryan, what's good?
Hello, baby.
Junior, what's up? What's up, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? But I used to go cards first. So I didn't originally. So this is like all the, what would we call it? This is like all the optimizing of it. Like, same thing with adding an ACP so that you can extend the Orbless phase, and then eventually ACP is too much. But it's whatever you can do. Like, the most microing you want to do is picking which card preset you're going to do and picking the timing of the perk. And that's enough in itself. You don't want to be doing any more micro than that. But when I finished up in Orbless, that wasn't even enough. I needed to, like, further find ways to change the damage, and then, like, by that stage, And we're talking about, like, since there's dissonance runs, which is like, what is it? 3x coins. Like, you could easily leave... you could easily leave an Orbless run nowadays. Optimized one at 3 run. Easy. Because it wasn't uncommon to see people doing a cure run in Orbless in tier 11. And like by that stage you'll have so much damage. Like you'll have so much damage that it's painful. And then that's when it's a perfect time to swap to Glass Cannon. And especially with Amp Strike now. Like I think Amp Strike came out, I want to say like midway or the tail end of me running Orbless. And that was a whole nother thing in itself too. But for a large portion of it, I just used to run like any cannon. And with the typical cannon substats, except for the ones that you don't want, like too much bounce shot range and all that sort of gobbledygook. But that's kind of like pretty standard, like, because all that stuff you've gone and devoed off with your free up. What do you got? Basic ultimate. Basic ultimate and plasma down. Take that. Peach Monarch. What's good? Final CF duration lab just started today. How many days is it? Is it like 29, 30 days? Richard, my man. How are you, bro? How are you? Ask Ryan what he thinks about those at CF Duration Lab. Ryan, share it with the boys what it was like to do the CF Labs when cells weren't even invented. Ryan's such a boomer. I'm surprised they even had Wi-Fi when he started playing the tower. He's they didn't even have cells, bro. At least he kept his lovely hairline. 34 days. What speed are you running? You're at 3xe. So is that like 10 human days? 10 human days, eh? You know why I say 10 human days is because we were looking at animals today. I don't know what the fuck chipped me. We were looking at animals today, like adoptions and that sort of thing. CF duration is the teaser for the true suffering of us mods. Ryan, 1x speed and no auto restarts. Oh, that's right. That was the absolute game changer. When they did that auto ability for it to keep restarting itself. See that? What the fuck? I really want Death Ray on because I need to do the mission. But it's going to be hurting us, boys. How do we get, like, do we get 2 Death Defies and a Death Defy down? Ah. Oh, you're on full time. Oh, 8 days. Oh, so in a week. So in a week you'll get the last the last level done. Fuck, what an achievement, eh? What an achievement, bro. I think like when I finished off CF, I don't think I was in a stage of the game that I was diving too deep into it. So I kind of just had it there and was just like, meh. Like I wasn't so like desperate or hungry as far as needing it. like, I finished it off before I finished off the stone side of it. And to be honest, I haven't even finished off the stone side of it. I think I'm a second or two short. But just with assist mods and that, it's kind of... There's 100 ways to skin a cat, boys. Fuck, actually got rolled by those overcharge. But this is, I was saying at the start of the stream, if anybody's just tuned in, that this is the kind of setup that I use for dissonance runs before the stream. So it's at 80 meters or something like that, 82 meters away. Yeah, bounce shots, whatever. Shockwave 2.55. Could probably go 2.5 to tag the fleet. There's enough juggling around on the outside that we should be cracking off some bounce shots. Chains for days. Should we see what the chain lightning looks like now? Wow, look at that. Look at it go. Whoa! Feel the power of Zeus. Here he is. Let's go, boys. Oh, bro, we went to the SPCA. SPCA is like, kind of like a commercialized version of like an adoption thing for animals. Looking at the kittens and that sort of thing, because we had to put down one of our old girls, and they had some puppies there. And while they were getting all the, I don't know what they call it, the kittery. I don't know, Ryan, you're a kitten kind of guy. What do they call the thing where they put all the kittens up for adoption? The cattery. My wife yells out. Of course, it's called the cattery. And so they said, oh, they're just getting the cattery. Wow, what was that? They're just getting the cattery ready. You can go and check the puppies out on the outside. Bro, we got to the puppy, bro. There's this feral ass bitch that's like just given birth to a litter. Or recently, you can tell by her udders. And there's this other little homie in the cage with her, like this chocolate pitty. And I like went up. And he looked like nice as, and I put my hand up for him to smell it, and the first thing he tries to do is eat my hand off. And I was like, I like that guy. Bro, that guy will fit in perfectly in the neighborhood where I live. I need to somehow do that Death Ray mission. And I honestly cannot be bothered, boys. I just can't be bothered. The thing that I was thinking about using it for is like in a disco run. So okay, I could probably do 1 or 2 disco runs tomorrow and just have it equipped. And that way I just don't even have to think about it. Do you run E-Beast? I did. I have in a couple tourneys. Actually, I better check if it's on or off. I actually didn't. Didn't use it for the dissonance. Dum dum. No, it's not on. Summons off as well. I mean, I might actually try this with EB as well. I mean, if we can survive long enough that rays become the problem, and that's a good thing for me. But getting past those 2 overcharge without getting stripped of everything. Stripped naked. Me wheelin'. What's up? Right. What's. Your boss this, look out of it, hiding behind the tower range. I'm actually surprised we're still kind of making light work of them. But then there's been so much going on with my tower and that I don't even know what the hell's going on with it lately. Oh, there's the overcharge to finish me. And then we death defy, we kill everything, so we can't kill them. Alright, I'm going to do that same setup because I am interested in how this setup will go with EB. I'm going to take Shockwave down. We'll see what that looks like. 245. Sure, why not? We'll give it another nudgy. Oh, guys. In usual fashion, if you see somebody you know, give them a shout out. Mike? Do we know Mike? Armored Labyrinth. That's a cool name. Hey, McChicken Joe. This is the McChicken Joe. We know McChicken Joe. The winner chicken dinner. Noob. Was he in our last tourney? Auto Life. Oh. Auto Life, he's on to something. Alright, here it is, boys. Hold your breath. How many campers? We'll start with the tenors too, because the tenors can sometimes be campers. Oh look, here we go, boys. His first time up in Legends. Let's go. Let's go, big guy. See? You gotta watch out for these little cheeky darkies. It's always the cheeky dark ones. Another guy's first time up in Legends. Let's go. Bro, we know this guy. Look, we know this guy. That's our friend. It's the OG grandfather of the tower, Zerdan. Bro, that's our guy right there. Here he is, Uncle Zerdan. Let's check it out. What time is it in America? Siri, what time is it in America? What time is it right now in America? Oh, fuck, there's too many times. Imagine having a country so big, there's too many times. But it's super late, bro. Like, Los Angeles, it's almost 2 in the morning. Chicago, it's almost 4 in the morning. Zerdan, what? Bro, look at the name of the guild, 10 meter table. Bro, that's classic. That's awesome. Bro, we're going to be famous now, boys. We were Papa Zerdan. Alright, what did I do? So we got 2 campers down the bottom. What do you say? Zerdan and Alfredo. What's his name? Alpha Zeus. Alright, I want to try it with EB. And we adjusted our shockwave size. And then we can look at trying something else. I just want to see what this goes like. I want to see what it goes like, boys. I just want to know. I had to switch continents to be able to be in one of your streams. Well, the good thing about different continents, big guy, is our CF spins the other way down in the southern hemisphere. Zion, what's good? Let's get these enemy level skips, and I do want to check how many skips we got last run, because I think the max we've gotten is 168. So what am I doing? History, I think it's like way down here. Bro, I got 4 death defies that run, and all of them were wasted. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the reason? 154, eh? Where is it? What's the reason? Tell me what's the reason? Alright, and let's just roll with it. And let's just see where we get to. The toilet bowls are spinning the opposite direction. Clouded, how's it looking going so far? We wasted 4 death defies, and now we're probably not going to get any death defies again. Same usual buzz. Killing everything on the screen before I can use them to kill overcharge. It's 5 AM for me in Florida. I go to work at 2 AM though. Oh shit. So if you go to work at 2 AM, do you start or do you finish at like 10 in the morning? Or lunchtime or something like that? That's a crazy graveyard shift, eh? I remember they changed something at work, and it was something based on the temperatures of the meat and all this sort of stuff. And I had to start work at like 5 in the evening, work till 8 at night, go home, and then go from 1 in the morning or 1:30 in the morning, and then work till 1 in the afternoon. And it absolutely rolled me, eh? And it would have been easier if if my wife wasn't working and I didn't have to do kids. It just like completely screwed up my entire routine. It was real wild. Just felt like a zombie for months. Because, you know, gentlemen, I've mentioned it once before. I am one of those guys that I did fuck up and I accidentally loved my kids. Should have been like all the other dads, eh? Oh, guys, if you haven't seen it, and I'm pretty sure most of you probably have, go check out the latest video that I put up. At the end of it, there's a giveaway happening over on... fuck, I'm half asleep. What's his name? Oh, Nova Sky's channel. Go check it out. He's actually had a giveaway running for a while. So it first started... I'm pretty sure it first started at 1 stone pack, and now it's up to like 3 stone packs now, guys. 3 stone packs up for grabs, and your chances are looking super good. And I think he did mention at the end of the video how you get amongst it, but it's pretty simple. It's like commenting on videos and stuff like that. And I think he either says it in the video or he puts it in the description and that. But definitely go check it out. Chance for free stones, boys. Chance for free stones. And then that way McChicken Joe doesn't have to train. He can... We worked it out. That we found a titty bar where you can exchange stones for motorboats. So if you win the stone pack, boys, we'll DM you the Addy. And you can go exchange... You go exchange stones for motorboats. 11 a.m. finish at most days. I get the AM hour break. It's low-key nice. I see the sunrise every morning, and I go to bed when it sets. Have the whole day after I leave work. There's something about a sunset, eh? There's something like... And I don't mean to sound all soppy. XL Daily's like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's something about a sunset. But boys, there's something about that time in the morning that's like so primitive. Like, I know Ryan's not a morning person. Like, I know, like, you know, I'm the first one to get up in the morning in our relationship. I make him a coffee. It generally goes cold by the time he gets up. By then, I've already done all the vacuuming, washed the dishes, hung out the washing, cleaned the bathroom. And then, you know, he still hasn't even rolled over out of bed. He's not very much of a morning person, but there is something about that time in the morning where it's absolutely peaceful. You know, all the crackheads are just falling off to sleep. All the gangsters are off to bed. They're not out running around all night. And it's that window in the morning where, like, all the alpha dads are, like, gonna battle it out. Like, I got this... he's not a dad, but I got this neighbor. He's an old-ass joker. And he has the craziest battle with you if you start doing chores around your house. You want to start doing chores? You want to mow your lawns? He'll mow his lawns. You want to do the corners? He'll be on his hands and knees with a pair of scissors, shaving his corners down, picking weeds. And then I got like this alpha dad over the back fence. He'll hear people start mowing lawns, bro. He'll get out the chainsaw and the wood splitter. He'll start splitting wood and everything. It's winter, that wood's wet. What are you up to, bro? Give him the nickel tickle. Bro, that was so funny seeing Josh. And I'm like, oh, Josh, I haven't seen for ages. He's like, sup, bro? I was like, and the first time we meet is when my staffer fucks something up. Well. Check out the old taskbar hero. Let's get some XP. XP from stage boss? Sure. Sounds like a good upgrade. When did you have enough CC to start going OA ACP? For me... Oh, do you mean in farming or Tawny? For Tawny, it's mainly battle conditions. For farming... So farming's a little bit of a different one. Where it's the toss-up. So there's a lot of things to factor in, and I'm probably gonna go on a big tangent here. So it's that difference between, like, I kind of did reverse orb devo, but I kind of didn't. I didn't do it to the extent that other players would do it, and you know, like, you know yourself that the basic idea is to be able to hoard all the enemies on the outside, tag them with death waves, suck them in during activation, and then delete them all and clock up the combo. That's kind of like the basic idea of it. And then it builds you up a good little tickle of CC. Allows you to run BHD, but it lets you be able to run like a bit of CC that you can use, where you can make it so CC isn't losing you coins. You can find the way to benefit it. But as the sync changes, so does that. So there's a few things to take into consideration. The sync time, the duration of your GT, and how high you can clock up your combos. and then your need or your ability to be able to hoard so you can tag them with Deathwave. And somewhere in there, there's a break point, and that's where I got. There was a break point. There was a break point in where the coin for killing faster went ahead of the coin of hoarding and tagging with Deathwave. And I can't really give any specifics to when that was, because it was more like a gradual transition over time, and it just came with a lot of testing. So I first moved away from Space Displacer mainly because I didn't have enough damage, and OA is just such a cheap form of damage. It's literally just equipping a armor mod, and I even ran it when it was at Mythic, and it was just such an efficient way for me to play because it just saved me in so much stones. It's such a good mod, but I still needed, at that point of going ACP, I still needed to do hoarding and tagging with Deathwave. That still was better than just killing as fast as possible, and I think that's mainly because my GT plus wasn't strong enough, or my GT duration, my combos couldn't get high enough, or my GT plus wasn't strong enough to benefit from that. And then we got to a point, and I think that was around tier 17, at that break point, where with Tank's Ultimate, like the last thing I want to do with Tank's Ultimate is hoard anything. Because I could hoard a big stack of tanks and be like, yeah, we're going to go kill all these guys and get all the multiplier, and then all of a sudden they swap into Ultimate mode, and then I can't kill it fast enough. Damn, those two overcharged. So the one at 1050 and the one at wave 1100 were the ruiners of the party. So it was kind of like just a gradual transition. But I've had CF... Oh, wrong tab. I've had CF... Where is it? You guys are like, it's right there, you're going past it. Does it show on that tab? I've had CF4 for quite some time. But like for me, for tourneys, pretty much any time there's not like mass enforcement, enemy speed and that sort of things, I probably don't need to run Space Displacer. For the most part, I just choose to. Because we could probably actually see what's doing the most damage. Electrons 156AA. Chain Lightning. A pretty substantial jump above it. We'll see where it gets to at the end of the run though. Bro's back in his happy place. Someone's got to nurse the combi lift back to full immunity. Where's he been? Has he been off work or something for a while? Has he been helping out on the night shift? Still making light work on the bosses, which is pretty surprising with Plasma down. Plasma Cannon does 24% of its normal damage. And what's it at normal? So like... Let's see what it is at normal. %. So it only does 20 whatever percent of 54%. Damn. A little bit worried with this commander. Ah, no, look at them all. Everything is... Oh, shit. That was the same problem we had last time, I think. Croquet's in hospital for a few weeks. Infected third leg. Wow. Pixar, it didn't happen. XL Daily, Pixar, it didn't happen. Alright, so basically we just got the same as last time. So... So run with space displacement if we want. I don't really know if we need the stuns. We seem to be juggling everything okay. We can put it on if we want. Give it a nudge. I don't know if it'll make much difference. What the fuck was that? No way you just did that. No way you just did that. The boys. Oh, no way, Alpaca. Holy moly, bro. Oh, I can't believe that, bro. The man. Are my eyes deceiving me, boys? No way that just happened. Hold on, I'm jumping on. I'm pulling it up on my phone. You did too. Bro, the man, bro. The man. Bro, I'm extremely humbled, bro. Honestly, you didn't have to do it, man. We're here for the lols, boys. But dude, I super appreciate it. Damn, so, boys. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, boys. Babe. Come here. Look. Son! Sorry, boys, I'm yelling in your ears. I knows. Have a look. Look at this.
Oh shit.
Yeah! Gonna get my... The boys want to see your tits now.
I'm a minor.
I'm a minor, he reckons. Go on, babe. Get your boobies out. Get your boobies out for the boys. Damn, bro. That's massive, bro. That's massive. So, Alpaca. The question is, what do you want me to do? Time for the marshmallows. Bro. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. How many motorboats from my wife can we get for $100, boys? I reckon we get a discount. I reckon we get a discount because it's my wife. So, I reckon we get a discount because it's my wife. So it's like 10 cents a motorboat. She's shouting from the other room. We'll pull up. I'll use my phone and then we'll try to use it as a webcam. And then we'll end up, we'll be there for about a 3-hour stream still sitting there. I'll end up with black eyes by the time we're finished with the motorboats, boys. Maybe we just wedge a webcam in between your chest. You can sit there just chuckling it for the boys. Damn. Alright, Alpaca. $100. You wouldn't believe that? But that is exactly the price of a stone pack. So, my friend, you let me know what you want to do with it. Motorboats for everyone. You get a motorboat. You get a motorboat. Everyone gets a motorboat. Do I motorboat use for the appetizer? I can't wait for YouTube to take all the ads off this. How can I be? There she is. It's Mrs. Clouded. All we see is Clouded's forehead going left to right for 3 hours. End up leaving it, like dehydrated, black eyes. You'll just see this chrome dome ball head in between these double D's going boop, 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 boop. My daughter's at a ball tonight. Won't even forget to pick her up, eh? Oh, bro, he's a wild. He's a wild. Alpaca, you're wild, bro. Oh, you know what I want to do? Wait, what did I put in there? Enemy balance? I mean, we borderline... I mean, even if I chuck some HP cards in, it's just not enough. I haven't invested enough in it to try to tank those first overcharge. I do have to work on that, and it is a plan. Ripping the Argus beanie. Bro, I actually can't find that beanie, bro. It actually pisses me off. What happened was, I was Clouded OnlyFans win. Just sitting there waiting for people to subscribe to my OnlyFans just to watch my ball head in between the double D's, eh? Just bop, 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 bop. Bro, it's so funny. We went to the strip club once, and bro, I almost had to force one of my mates to get a motorboat, bro. Bro, it's cheap fun, bro. It's a pair of boobies, bro. Like, even my wife's in there getting motorboated. Like, just get motorboated, boys. Mr. Cloud, I'm in your bracket. We were just talking about that. And guess who's down the bottom? Papa Zerden. Bro, like, there's... Like, when you go to the strip club, like, strip clubs are, like, the best places to drink. They're armed up to the teeth with security. There's boobies everywhere. Like, it's where you wanna be drinking. The music's excellent. It's not too overcrowded. You can easily get to the bar because everybody's walking around with stiffies. So you got like the streamline to get your liquor. The toilets, everything's clean. The best places to drink are at the booby bars. I remember one time we took like a bunch of guys to the strippers, and one of them's like, "Oh, I don't know about these chicks, eh? None of them are mean." Oh, bro, like, you're a 10 out of 10. Bro, look at yourself, bro. Go take your top off and jump up there and see how many tips you get. Bro, that's wild, Alpaca. Alpaca, hit me up in the DMs if you want. Let me know what you want us to do. Let me know what you want us to do. We'll do it live. There's ample space in the line because no one wants to touch another guy in front of them with a stiffy. But I know so many people that are being robbed at strippers, eh? But I remember one time we were at a strippers, and we randomly saw some guys that we knew from down these ways. We were like 8 hours away in a different city. And we went to the strippers, bro. It's harmless fun, you know? Fucking hell, let's go to the strippers. And, you know, we go there, we're with our wives, all that sort of carry on. And this chick keeps hitting us up for lap dances. And I like really wasn't interested. I was just like, nah, I'm all good. And then my bro's with me. He's like, nah, I'm all good. We're like, oh, these fellas might be, you know, interested or whatever. And then she hits up one of the boys, and then she's like, does a little lap dance, whatever. And then she goes to my bro. She goes, oh, I want to take you out back. And he goes, nah, I'm not going out back. And then she goes, same to me. She goes, oh, I'll take you and your wife out back and give you a discount. I was like, nah. Because, like, in New Zealand, it's not like other countries. Like, prostitution's legal. Brothels are legal. And like, when I say legal, I mean super, super legal. Like, it's a full industry. And then, so you can go to, like, any brothel, anything. Any strippers, whatever. And then I was like, nah, I'm all good. We go, oh, these fellas might. So she hits up, bro, did it again. So she hits up old matey. And then he's like, oh, yeah, sweet, whatever. And we're not really paying attention because the chick that we're watching, she's doing like handy-ass gymnastics. And it was just fascinating to watch. Like, she's going like 22 stories in the sky doing backflips and sliding down upside down and all this. So I was like full on buzzing out. And we turn around and he's walking off to the back room, and we're looking at him and we're like, yeah, like clapping hands. And then we're like looking at it, and then we're like, oh shit, are you actually doing it? Like, bro, we come here for harmless fun. You don't go out into the back room, bro. And then we're all there for about another hour. And he still wasn't out, and then we were like, oh, fuck this, we're off. Fuck. You're gonna stay in there for an hour. You sort yourself out. Alright, let's see what the next overcharge does. Make it rain on the stage and flush it down the drain. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I've spent so much money at strippers. I'm not saying it like in a creepy way either. It's like almost every time. I think I've only been like once without my wife. All the rest of the times with my wife. Oh, we almost got him. We almost got him. It's that same painful one. Right, boys, this is where we need some advice. Papa Zedin in the bracket. This can't be good for placements. The bracket kind of looks alright. Like there's Papa's there, and there's another dude down the bottom. It looks alright. But gentlemen, we need to decide what we're gonna do with Alpaca's money. What are we gonna do? Let's see how the bracket's looking. Fuck, I'm just getting wrecked by these overcharge, eh? It's doing my head in. Where are we looking? Chicken Joe. So not much movement? It's like not much movement from everybody. What are they doing? Where's that auto guy? Auto life. There's a couple guys first time in Legends 2, which is pretty cool. Oh, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, this is that same stupid commander. Oh, we killed it. Oh, they're too strong. I suppose the space displacer holds it back. Do you guys know if death penalty works on fleets? This should be super easy battle conditions too. Like, we're making light work of everything. We just can't get past those we can't get past those stupid overcharge. Based on the placements, you'll likely get 9th to 10th. I hope I get 9th to 10th. I had a real lucky one in the midweek one too. I think, like, rank-wise, I think I should be, like, overall trending, like, around 12, 13. So if I get, like, anything below that, I'm super happy. That's still keys, though, bro. 12 still keys. And 12 is still not champs. That's the main thing. It's like going back to that slog of hours, runs for hours and hours. Toth gets me a card slot I've been saving for. Let's go. Like card slot with gems? Or are you talking card slot with keys? I need another card slot. I think I need a couple card slot to run EHP cards. I just need to run EHP cards just to get past a few overcharge. Just get past a few. Just tank just enough. Keys for the first unlock. Let's go. I think it's like 10 keys or 15. I think my next one's 15. I hope it's not 20. I do have the keys for it. I'm just not picking it up yet, as I'm kind of waiting. So I'm saving up for bot presets, but if I'm super desperate for a card, like super desperate, then I'll pick it up. Or is it this commander's the pain? It's one of them's the pain for me. I feel like it's going to be this one. Ten keys. I've unlocked Smart Demon mode. Let's go, bro. Congratulations. That's awesome. Congratulations, bro. It's such a nice feature. Like, there's a point in the game when you first unlock the Smart Demon, and you kind of need Demon to be active, so you kind of want to manually do it, and then you get to a stage where you're farming, you're more relying on Viking Funeral. Well, that's what I found. I found like I got to a stage where I was more relying on Viking Funeral. And then, like, you know, you start ripping through like 30 Death Defies a run. See you, my man. I'm gonna head out. Lord on top. Bro, Alpaca, before you go, you gotta tell us what you want to do with that super chat. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to do, but guy, you can't do that. You can't just run in silent as, drop a band, and then dip. You gotta let us know. I feel like I'm at a stage where I feel like I'm supposed to respec out of summon and try to max out fetch. Like, just for the extra shards and that. Xenomorph, yo Cloud, good luck, man. What's your bracket looking like? Bracket's looking really good. Unless there's like some people being super cheeky, and I have had that before. Bracket's looking really good. The one from earlier this week was too. I end up getting like 8 keys or something, which is punching way above my weight. The only problem is it's not the I've got good RNG on the bracket. I've just got a weak, and it's kind of like the story of my life, and I haven't really actioned the plan as far as properly trying to solve it. I've just more or less been trying to solve some of the holes in my farming build. Which is going really well at the moment, and if all goes well, I think I'll have a little bit of a surprise for you guys tomorrow when you guys see as far as the farming goes. So I pretty much set it all up just like literally just before the stream. Like I ended it and then jumped straight from dissonance runs using the same build and just jumped straight into stream. But I'm gonna run it all overnight because we've got the auto start, and what we've done with the farming build. I think I've calculated it all out right. And if it does work out, it's actually fully caught me off guard. And I don't know why I didn't think about it. I just did it for shits and gigs. And then I was like, oh shit, we're actually onto something here. I just joined my bracket not so long ago. Got a dude who has 10,000 waves on tier 21. What's his name? Visago. I think he's legit, isn't he? It's like players at that level of the game. They're like mystical creatures, though. Ryan H.G. Oh, look, that tank's gonna clip me. Oh, I can't believe we held it off. Oh, there's still 2 left. Look at them. Infinity health. I don't think we're gonna top where we were before. What was our top one? 11 something? 1140. Can't be. So we already topped it. Can't be. I thought it was like 1180. Oh well, now it's just all up to Nuke. Oh, we got Nuke and 3 shields, so we're doing okay. Graham, what's up? What's up? What's your attack speed? I do have restorative on, so it's about 80 with restorative. I only sometimes have luck with Pulsar Harvester. I think I need to get my base attack speed up to benefit. What about Alpaca the man, eh? Comes in, drops a band, and then dips. It's like a mystery. Like, bro, not gonna lie, boys. I was really hoping he was gonna take us up on those 10 cents motorboats. There would have been 10,000 motorboats, boys. And for all of you guys that haven't spent fun tokens at the strippers on motorboats, it's generally a left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right for $1. She said, you're tight, 10 cents. So, at 10,000 motorboats at, let's count this, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's 8. 80,000 times a booby will strike my face. That's 40,000 times. So we're going to have to figure out a way to min-max this. So we're going to have to give her a back brace. We're going to have to put her in a back brace. We're going to have plenty of Gatorade. She's probably going to have some beef jerky. We're going to have no breaks either. She said she's probably going to need a massage chair. And then the massage chair will assist. So we'll probably have to do it from a seated position too. Just so she does get sore feet. Like, we're talking 40,000 strikes on each side. I'm gonna have to have a shave so she doesn't get chafe. We won't use baby oil, but we'll have to use at least some sort of moisturizer, boys. Like how we might have to use like talcum baby powder or something, just like from all the breathing out my nose. 80,000. You can motorboat them. We're just trying to figure out how do we get that. We have to use we'll have to use like the security camera, wire it up to the PC. Finally maxed my common cards a week ago, so trying to see how many gems I can save up before Fuds decides to grace us with a rate up on the banner. I'm super hoping for a banner too. I'm hoping for a banner as well, bro. And that's just for the hope that I get ancestral project funding. I'm super burpy, I don't know why. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that? Bro, something just stripped me of everything. It can't have been a range. Was it a range? Did a range just slip through? And I didn't even crack a Death-Defy off all of that. It must have been a range, because I can see everything's like collapsing in on me. Maybe this is a time where I can't believe what the fuck just happened there. I mean, to just sub out cash. Fuck, that was wild. I mean, the only other thing I can think of if we want to be super finicky is we start doing the wave skip buzz on those overcharge. But honestly, I can low-key can't be bothered, Then we'll have to cancel intro sprint earlier. Cancel intro sprint. Get the wave. It would be so much easier if I had that list that everybody floats around on what wave the stuff spawns. Bro's gonna go back to work with 2 black eyes. I bet none of your co-workers will be able to guess how it happened. And even if you told them, hey, you wouldn't believe it. The brother jumped in and stream, hit us with a dono. So I gave it to my wife, and we got 80,000 titty rubs on the face. My aim strike is 90.85 without RB. I guess that's the difference with max attack speed plus card and 1.55 enhancements. Actually, we'll do it after 20. I actually don't know what my enhancement's at. 90 without RB. That would make it super handy to be able to use Pulsaro. I think without Pulsar, I think without RB, I think I'm sitting at like 50. I think that I need to work on pushing my attack speed up much higher. I have 72.44 with RB. Attack speed's so expensive. I've been spending all my coins in the utility tab this week. It's actually been nice to not be spending it all on labs and actually just spend it on workshop. And I wouldn't mind doing that for like one more week before I go back into doing labs. Bro, this boss is not dying, eh? Holy moly. This is it, boys. This is it. Death-defy, death-defy, death-defy. Death-defy. Boom. Oh, a little bit better. A little bit better. Alright, let's take a look at minus 3's 57, 47. It's GC plus at 6. Let's look at cards. What's a mastery that's screaming out to you guys? Attack speed is super useful. It helps with both CC and damage, 100%. And what does the attack speed card give you? Is it an extra 30%? What were we looking at? Attack speed 1.35. So this is only about a day in a morning's worth of farming to take that to 40. I think this tab was my next choice. I think I was going to pick up another 5 in here. And then I was going to go over to the attack tab. I was going to pump the attack tab up. And then I was going to go over to the defense tab and pump this up. Is your Chain Lightning your main damage source? Yep, Chain Lightning is my main damage source. I don't have anything else that can do anything. And to be fair, like, I don't think I'm gonna have anything else for a while as far as a second damage dealer. Probably for not another like 30,000 stones, most likely, because there's too many small things that I need to pick up. My attack speed's 79.9. in farm without RB. 79.9. Do you have the attack speed mastery? So if my normal attack speed is 56, so I could get it to 72 with the mastery. It's mastery with ultimate weapon crit mastery. Works well since you're chain lightning. It is the main at the moment. Yeah, I can't see, like, unless something else changes, I can't see going into a second source for a while. Even with a perma poison swamp, I still can't see going into a second source as something that I'll dive into. Yeah, the attack speed's 1.3. So I think that's 72. It'll take my baseline at. And the eventual goal is to get it probably similar to where it is with RB, and then go to Pulsar Harvester. So like try to get that slot back. It is only 1%, but 1% is better than none percent. Oh boys, we're in a conundrum. Hey, has Zeratin moved? No, he hasn't moved. Has this other guy moved? No. Maybe someone else has moved. Where are we? So we're super close to this guy, but we've got enough gap between this guy. But that's depending if other people run. But how are we going to get that 1200? What's your core substat? At the moment, I think, I want to say 11, 10 and 10. And I'm planning on labbing this up to 20 because it's affordable after I do just a little bit more work in the workshop. And then I'll probably lab that up to 20 as well. But I haven't gone through and started crunching numbers on substats and like different points. So I'll maybe even like 5 clicks into that and then lab up the rest. That would be 25%, which would be an extra chain quant, I think, because I'm pretty sure that's at 4. But more bonus angle, which will be much appreciated, and chain lightning chance for farm. It will basically just be tawny shit. It'll pretty much be nothing until we get ourselves to a later stage where we're able to run something for farm, which still a little bit away from that. But I was surprised how affordable these labs are. But in saying that, I shouldn't really be surprised, because it was actually something I was working towards, was building up the econ for it, because I'm probably knocking on the door of about 600 Q a day, which is good enough to lab these. Haven't unlocked the cannon yet. I still can't see, like, I can see cannon being helpful, but I can't see like any urgent need for it. So maybe that's something that we consider doing. I've got 25% for the extra chain lightning quad. Makes sense. 100%. 100% makes sense. And then there's another breakpoint somewhere somebody else was using for another substat. Boys, I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know what we can do here. Like, we're so close to catching this guy, but I think I'd really need to figure out what I should do. What does cannon add though for shrink ray or space to space? AD. Yeah, nothing much, eh? An extra 3% range. Like, the only thing I think I could really benefit is actually going into more of the multiplier and the substat. But that would be an investment for like the cheap upgrades. Like the upgrades are cheap, but then throwing the extra 1,000 on top of it, I don't know. Like maybe you guys have, I don't know, more knowledge about it. There's nothing about it currently that's screaming out to me. Like I'm not saying it'll be bad. Like I just feel like there's 1,000 stones plus the extra, let's say 800 or another 800 could probably go, I feel like could probably go into something else. Hey man, looks like I miss you. Got jumped and left for dead in my bracket. How'd yours go? Tourney went okay at best, but the bracket's really good. There's 2 guys to run, so that would send me like in this ballpark. Somewhere around here. Unless like there's someone down here hiding. So that's a second bracket this week that I've had. I've been fortunate as far as brackets go. We're just having a little bit of play fun, Taylor. You might be able to help us out. So we got hit up in the dono and stream. So that would take us to 434 plus 750 will take us to 1184 stones. We're trying to see if there's anything cheap in here that we could pick up. And it doesn't necessarily have to be to solve this tourney. Because there's nothing really that's screaming out. Like there's stuff that I think will be helpful for the problems that I have, but nothing's really like screaming out at me. So the stuff that is what I'd be looking at is an extra quant, or drop the cooldown to 60 seconds. Don't feel like I need any more than CF4 at the moment. Maybe GT combo, maybe spotlight angle. The other thing would be attack speed could be a thing. I think that'll be super helpful for the armor battle condition. Coins, because that's quite expensive, 1250. Maybe second win. Second win might be helpful, and then we could probably look at investing in EHP. Maybe that helps with overcharge, and then this will definitely help with dissonance. I mean, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not at this stage. That's the only things that I can think of, boys. But Chica Joe says, Chain Lightning Plus. Your spotlight bonus is quite low. I think it's at 20x. Is it? 20x? I actually don't know what it's at. I could probably pull it up, try to have a look. It's hard with all these the way the dissonance and all that is. I don't actually know what spotlights. Fandom spotlight. Let's look at the cost. Next one's at 65. Okay, so it's at 17.8. Like at base, 17.8. I mean, could take it to 30 or 40. Don't know where the ROI is with that. Like now that you can just get. So if it's 17.8. 17.8 plus. What's the substat? 20. Another 20 damage, take it to 40. It'll be about double damage. Am I wrong in saying that? Be about double damage. Landmine stun mastery can be helpful too. I can imagine landmine, slow aura, and nuke being super helpful in some of the later tiers in farming. My thoughts to get that next, but yeah, I've got a few options. I spent the last 2 months putting 2 clicks into Deathwave from 70 to 50. I had to reroll GT cooldown back to Mythic to have 50 seconds sync. I completely ignored fast, basic, and range protector now. Just on that, Taylor, how come you had to change the mythic? Does it go to 48 seconds? Or does it go to... Who's MVN? Where's the cooldown? 12 seconds. Does it go below 50 seconds with MVN? If you take it to... Wait, or am I confusing myself? Wait, 50 second death wave. Completely ignore fast, basic, and range protector now. 7 to 8% extra bonus a click. It's not as great as I thought. I mean, it still looks pretty good. Like we'd be at almost double damage. I haven't worked out what the stone costs for it. Yes, it would go to 48 seconds if I left the ancestral cooldown. And then Goldbot only goes to 50 seconds, eh? So it screws up the sync. Interesting. I assume that's down to the core substat percent with cooldown subs. I think that problem occurs when you have when you're running MVN. I'm gonna start crunching those numbers now. It's got me intrigued. So what did we say? 65 plus 95 plus 112 plus 133 plus 150 plus 180 plus 220 plus 280 plus 320 plus 420 plus 500 plus 600. Oh, gets expensive. Plus 720 Okay, so to double our damage, we actually need a lot of stones. So there must be like some sort of cheap breakpoint we can use. Where we could probably get like, instead of double damage, maybe like an extra 50% of damage. So what do we, 17 plus 20, 37. So taking another 15 will still be about 35. Yeah, it's still quite a bit of stones. I think at that point, we to get that same kind of damage, we could probably use the multiplier efficiency on the gun with assist mods. There'd be some easy way to be able to sit there and calculate it out. Bracket's still looking good. Definitely struck it lucky with that one, boys. Definitely struck it lucky. Still a little bit indecisive in what to do. McChicken, you threw me off guard there. Oh, McChicken, sorry. Alpaca, you're throwing me off guard. We got the update coming soon, eh, boys? What surprises do you reckon we got? Do you know what I think sounds absolutely trick? Why is that so high? We don't need it that high. Is that event that they were talking about where it's like a combined community event. And the funny thing is in my brain, in my little peanut brain, I was thinking they were going to do something similar to that. And I feel like this is the test. But I thought they were going to do something similar to that with guilds. And set it up so that guilds would be set up in a way where everybody contributes to something as far as like a pool of an achievement, like how we've got achievements like these each week, but guild leader or guilds or something will set what the achievement is, like how we're going to do a big combined thing for killing bosses, and then it's a way for the guild as a whole to achieve something. And that's what I think I floated the idea quite a while ago. Whoa, 50,000 cells. What's going on? Got no cells, boys. Too many disco runs. I did float the idea quite a long time ago. And then when I seen that pop up, I like instantly thought that would be an epic way to make adjustments to guilds, like as far as just something funsies for everybody to join in. So I think it'll definitely be something. What about unlocking the next rarity of core? That doubles the bonus, doesn't it? For core, it does. I think 5 to 10. I mean, fuck, to be fair, I'm probably going to be running Dimcore and Assist for a while. But I'm thinking about what happens after I leave this sort of setup. And to be fair, it's probably going to be quite some time. So like, the ROI on it, there's probably better things to do. But for the position I'm in, and the position I'm probably going to be in for a while, it probably does have high ROI. The only dumb thing is it there's no crossover for it in Tawny, I don't think. I can't think there would be. I mean, there's a double damage here, but that's all dependent on if there's a boss. There's other things like let's say that eventually we move to Harmony Conductor. An extra 5% chance to miss. It's nothing to scoff at. I think I will be looking at this sort of combination for quite a while. And it's one of those kind of unfortunate things, but it's kind of like it is what it is on my account. So it is probably a cheap way to double damage. I have no cooldowns on assist mods. You can only do that if you move to farming DC. And I've 76 second golden tower duration to make GT perma. Then you can bring Deathwave cooldown to 30 second if you want. Makes sense. Peter, what's up? How'd you go tonight? We did pretty average, but we did a good. We got another good bracket. Same like the earlier one in the week. Another good bracket. Pretty similar waves. These are arguably super easy battle conditions that just got wrecked from overcharge. But while I got you, Peter, do you have any ideas? We got hit up with a dono in chat. I can't remember. 434 plus 750. So it'll be 1184 stones. Is there anything screaming out to you that we could get? And it doesn't necessarily have to be for Tawny. That's a lot of pressure to unlock something and then all of a sudden we're miraculously in a better point. Like, you know, just as much as others, that's not really how the game works. You kind of it's a combination of things. But stuff that I'm floating is extra Deathwave quant, taking the sync to 52 seconds, and then going back to Singularity Harness. GT combo, which will take that to 7. Maybe some spotlight angle. This is it with the ancestral substat on. The other thing would be some sort of masteries, attack speed, coins. I mean, to be fair, after there's probably the ability to get 2 masteries. Some of these are quite cheap. I think his second wind mastery will be a good one. Like if I went second wind mastery and then pumped a bit into HP, I could probably tank like the first couple overcharge. Nice, GT plus. So GT plus is sitting at 6 on GT plus and duration 60 seconds. 10 top 1 players in my bracket and 17 top 4 players. Really wondering how many waves the top 15 in the bracket. Whoa, Mr. Johansson, that is unlucky. Look who we got in ours. We got McChicken Joe, winner chicken dinner. And we've also got Papa Zedin. Papa Zed's in the house. So Peter reckons GT plus. So I was looking at the table, and I think for the duration that I have, the combo can actually go quite higher, which I found quite fascinating. My bracket has first place player in 15th place. Whoa. Everyone's first, second, 1 to 15. I got 11th. Whoa, 11th was 712 waves. 1712. 1712. So 4th. So you'd be 5th. Sheridan will come up here 5th. So 5th or 6th, depending on this other camper. There's another hidden guy here. I think this guy. Oh no, not this guy. This guy here. Peter says Econ all the way, play the long game. I was thinking the same too, Econ. So do you reckon that a Clickin GT Plus would be better than an extra 4 seconds of Death Wave, or I suppose an entire different sync? Looks like I'll be 22 with 1,000 stones. Nice marshmallow bracket, bros. 2 lucky brackets in a week, which probably means I'm going to get screwed over next. So I think last time that I checked, I should be like averaging around like 12th place in brackets. So anything below 12th, I'm super stoked with. And then anytime I hit that, I'm just like, oh, I'm just hitting my average spot. But like the last bracket that I hit, that midweek one, it was okay up the top, but it was super heavy down the bottom. So like to stay in my bracket, it was like 700 waves or something. Something crazy like that. Like 600 or 700 waves. I think Taylor was in that bracket too. It was like 600 or 700 waves to stay in, but this whole chunk of players down this bottom half were all compressed around that same window, and then there was just a big gap past that. And then that's kind of like how I managed to sneak that spot. What did you end up placing at the end of that, Taylor? Yeah, GT Plus should give you an instant coin boost. Alright, we're gonna trust the Peter. We're gonna trust the Peter file. Alright, where are we? Or should we throw a creator code in there? How the fuck do you put a creator code in? Enter a creator code? Whose creator code, boys? Can you throw me a creator code? First creator code I see. Aussie. I think that was 1 week ago. I was 4th and you were 7th. Yep, that 1 week ago. That was like 2 days ago. That's a creator code, boys. If you can, though, spell it correctly. Should we use Zerdin's because he's in our bracket? It says it's not even correct. Ryan's? Do you know what his one is? Sorry, boys, I don't frequent the web store enough to know them off by heart. What's your defense percent in tournament? Have you thought about bringing that up a bit to see how it affects overcharge? Yep, 100% all of that. That's the next adventure that I go down. To try to survive the overcharge, Ryan the tower. to try to survive the overcharge during the intro sprint phase. That's definitely the next adventure we go down. Okay, so I'm supposed to go Kart CMD. Notification. There's a scammer using your bank card. And then nothing comes in, then you have to pull a ticket. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Alright. You cheeky darkies, play the long game, he reckons. Long John Silver. Alright. In good faith, we're listening to our bro, Peter. Bro, not gonna lie, Peter, before you come, I was going for second win mastery. You're probably gonna go, wait. Hear me out, hear me out. So that I could start investing in a little bit of sponge to tank the first couple overcharge, and then also use it because it will directly give me damage due to dissonance. But I'm gonna have faith in you, my friend, because Alpaca didn't give us any guidance on what he wanted to spend it on. And then if I wasn't gonna go that, I was going to change my sync time. Second Win Mastery is awesome, has had a huge impact on my gameplay. That's what I was gonna go for. Here he goes, boys. Number 6 to 7. Let's do this. They need an audible cue to like tell you something. To tell you something like it's like let's go, boys. GT7. So looking forward to what this does for us. GT Plus will give a nice boost too. Second Win Mastery is awesome. Sounds like the New Zealand Pirate. PB this tourney. What'd you PB at? Oh, let me guess. 5,000 waves. We've still got 200 left, so the next thing on the journey is... Nice work. Yeah, bro. Absolute shout out to Alpaca, bro. He's super dodgy as, bro. He just ran in, dumped in, and then gapped. And I was like mid-run too. And I was like hoping he was going to say what he wanted me to do. And then I was just going to cancel the run, do it, and then jump back in. But he went super quiet and then just said, alright, I've got to go. So the next thing I've got to do is something with Death Wave or Sync. And then that finishes that off for the meantime. And then the next thing I've got to do is Coin Mastery. And then the next thing I've got to do, and then the next thing I've got to do is probably Second Wind in EHP. And then kind of like by that time, I've like rotated through labs and workshop and that sort of stuff. And that I'll be able to rotate back to the workshop and go EHP. So that's kind of like my month's plan. That's kind of like where I'm feeling out where I am for the month. 28.25. Wow. Yeah, it'd be nice if this game had sound effects. Even if they did turned off most of the time, it could be like Asteroids music, just something, bro. Like a pop-up. Yeah, like you say, like a banner goes across it. Like when you hit up something in here, and then you're like I remember when I clicked auto restart, and I was like, yeah, and I like clicked it, and then it was just like nothing, and I was like, damn. Like visually, it is anticlimactic, but inside myself, I am busting nut. Like I'm like hitting that tab, and I'm like, yes, let's fucking go, yeah. But visually, it's like, damn, Uncle Fuzz, bro, you make us slog us out for all of that, and then we don't even get it. Like there's no like epic pop-up like when you get these, and then you're like, oh bro, the only time, I tell you what, the only time you get the visual pop-up is what you guys just seen before, when you hit up that Xsola. When you hit up that Xsola, then all of a sudden there's a visual pop-up for you. You know what we didn't do? We didn't put on summon. Ha! And then the other night on that midweek tourney, I was going to bed, and I wondered why the coins were so low, and because I didn't have Black Hole on. Take that. Ah. Make sure I've locked everything. Lock, lock, lock. That's doing its thing. There we go, boys. GT7. God damn. That's 2 donos. One from the ad revenue, and then the other one from Alpaca. God damn. Boys. Auto restart was more like 80,000 titty smashes. Bro, even better than 80,000 titty smashes, bro. It's like 80,000 willy smashes. It was more rewarding than waking up next to Ryan NG every morning. Wow, GT7. Bro, are we going to wake up and we're going to be rich as? Are we going to wake up and we're going to be so rich, not only do we get a new roof, but we're going to get new spouting as well? But I tell you what, we've had a sad moment this week, boys. And I need you all to give a moment of silence. But we had to castrate poor Macho Man. Poor little Macho Man. Because I got a boy out the back, and you guys seen all the pictures from the last live stream. I got a boy out the back, and we didn't do it to him, and then because he hasn't bred and knotted up with other girls, it's no good for them, eh? It makes them real sick. Like, they can get like prostate cancer and all sorts of fucking shit, and he's one of those ones where he's fallen victim to that. Like, his bloody willy always leaks, I'm sure he's got prostate cancer, or, you know, they can get testicular cancer as well, like all sorts of problems. Like, people say like, oh, do it so that they don't get aggressive. Like, come on, bro. Who cares if they get aggressive? They're dogs. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to bite the intruders. Your shout on the motorboats, bro, you actually missed it. So you came in too late. So we were rolling, and we came up with a deal. We struck a deal with Mrs. Clouded that we get a discount on the motorboats. And we're going to roll with a $100 dono, because he wasn't telling us what he wanted to do. He said, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to spend it on motorboats, because we don't know what we're going to do with it as far as stones. So we're going to spend it on motorboats. But because it's my wife, we're going to get a discount. So we're going to get 10-cent motorboat. And we crunched all the numbers. And it was about 40... Each side of the face gets hit with one titty 40,000 times. but there's a little bit to it. So it'll be 80,000 titty smacks. And we're going to stream the whole thing. So because there's like a bit of a longevity element to it for my wife, we would have to, we'd have to keep her hydrated. We're going to have to give her like one of those abdominal back braces so she doesn't pull a lower lumbar. I'll have to have a shave. I'll have to shave off my beard just so there's no chafing. We'll have to give her like mid-time snacks because there's going to be no breaks in between. I'll probably go to work on Monday with black eyes. Titty rash on my face. We're going to have to keep them moisturized. We're not going with baby oil, boys. We'll have to use something like baby powder. First flight in the morning, I'm flying over the ditch. I'll be lying to you guys if I didn't say when she saw the dono, she pulled the puppies out. She pulled the puppies out for the boys. You were too. You in that moment, you were wishing that we had the webcam. And then we went on this like massive conversation about all the titty bars we've been to, all the motorboats, all the boys that fell victim to going into the dark room out the back. You don't go to the dark room out the back, boys. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the only time you go to the dark room out the back is when you're going to hit a bump. You know, you're not going out to the dark room out the back with some bloody girl from the titty bar. Like, come on, wake up. What's wrong with you? Fuck, I can't believe we're at GT7. I'm finally growing up, Peter. You'd be proud of me. Okay, Junior wants to hit. Junior's gonna hitch a ride with you too, Peter. He's gonna jump in your suitcase. He's gonna jump in your suitcase too. Like a little koala, eh? He's gonna or like a little Joey, eh? Like jump in in the pouch of your hoodie, eh? Like a little Joey. Oh, crack up. Bro, you guys are wild, bro. You're trouble. You're fucking trouble. Taylor's gonna jump on a speedboat. Bro, I'll fly myself. I fly planes for work. Junior's gonna be our smuggle man. Junior pretends he does tour guides in the planes, but we all know he's going through those islands and he's a part of, what is it, the coconut cartel. He's a part of the coconut cartel and he's the reason why everybody's hooked on ice. Junior Wong's the #1 smuggler for the coconut cartel. Oh no, my perks. Fuck's sakes. I knew I'd do something. Too much talking about titties and coconut cartels. Peter's coming. I'm flying all of us to NZ for the 3-hour stream. You can't love the kid that's made in the dark room because one is never certain you're the father. Bro, don't go to the dark room, bro. Like, come on, boys. What's wrong with yous? Like I said, the only reason why you're going out back to the dark room is when you're there to hit a bump. You're either going to hit a bump, hit a rack, or something like that. You're not out there to go hit no girl. Maybe you got the back to hit a guy. I remember the first time I walked into the booby bar and I got the biggest fright because one of our friends had given them a heads up that we were all bowling there, and there's heaps of us, and I got a fright, bro. This chick like ran straight up. She had no top on and came to give me a happy birthday, and like, bro, I couldn't remember the last time I seen someone topless. I was like, just kind of looked at her like, why are you hugging me? Why are you touching me? Don't touch me. I can't let you get close. It's like one of those ones like, bro, I can't let you get close. What are you doing? And it's like, how the fuck did you know it was my birthday? And bro's like, yeah, gave them all a heads up. His birthday boy coming in, go look after him. I can't let you get close. And then I suppose that started off a whole era after that. After that, just become normal. Drinking, do this. Fuck, should we go to titty bar? Ah, this pub sucks. There's too many people that want fights. Go to the titty bar. Bro, like the head warden at the titty bar is like walking around with this torch that looks like it's made to power like 19 PCs. Like it was basically like a baton. He's like walking around with that. It's like, yeah, this is the club you want to be with. Look at the warlord on the door. He ain't mucking around. It's like, ain't nobody gonna play up here. The old warlord's gonna wrap that around your face. Bro, what an epic stream. What about the dono? Can't believe that. I can't believe that. What a guy, eh? What an absolute legend. The legend coming through and throwing in the dono. No fights at the titty bar. Everyone's looking at the goods. Everyone's too sober looking at the goods and all sitting there with stiffies. The only thing that annoys me about the booby bar is like some of the creeps. Like you get some creeps, bro. And then you get like swingers there as well, and they like low-key piss me off too. Like they like come in and then they're shopping for the girls, and then they see like you and your partner in there, and then they're like looking at you like, oh, what are you guys doing in here? Do you guys sweet fuck off? We're here to look at boobies. But the funniest thing at the booby bars is the bodgy as alcohol that they serve. Like 100% it's homebrew. It's like, oh, can I get a shot of whiskey? You like shot it and you're like, hey, is that homebrew? Try to get like an exotic drink and then you're like, bro, this tastes like cordial. This tastes like Thrifty. This tastes like Kool-Aid. Let's see if there's much movement in the bracket. And then I've got to go pick up my daughter from the ball, which finishes in like 10-15 minutes. Here to swing, throws a hook. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just find it super. I mean, well, how could I find it odd? Look at the establishment you're at. You know, nothing's odd there. You're in a fucking booby bar, and then people probably assume it because like 95% of the males are in their secret, so that their wives don't know. And then they see someone like people in there like as a couple, and then they're just like, oh shit, okay, must be swingers. And on our end of the fence, it's like, no, we're just like coming here because it's got good music, and there's safety in breasts, boys. There is not safety in the other clubs. And I suppose it's because the only women that are in there are paid. And it's not like out in the clubs where all the guys are like peacocking for all of the females, trying to draw their attention, because all the girls in there are paid and they're giving you attention anyway. Sven, what's up? I got the worst bracket of the year. Bro, straight up, everyone that's jumped in the chat have all said they're in worst brackets. The only one that haven't had worst brackets is me. Winner chicken dinner. and Papa Zedin. Like, realistically, be looking at 300 to stay in, somewhere around there. We'll say 400. It's about 800 for keys. So there's a big congestion at this window here, and this is the exact same thing that we experienced earlier in the week. That this window here is all similar numbers, and there's a big like choke point of them, and then there's just like a big free space coming up here. That's the exact same thing that we experienced last week. So like the earlier week ones. So the earlier week 20 that I did, it was like 700 waves to stay in, but from like 700 to 1,000, it was like every player, and then after that, it was just free. Like somewhere around there when those first fleets spawned, it was just like bashing everyone. We didn't perform the greatest, but we struck out. We lucked in on the RNG, and then not only that, we got hit up with the dono, which took us to GT7. So the options were an extra death wave quant, lowering the cooldown to 60 seconds on the death wave, which is a 52-second sync, GT7, waiting till tomorrow and getting coin plus, or I think it was second wind mastery. That was the other thing that I was floating. And then under Peter's recommendation, we went with GT7. So, if we wake up and we're not a billionaire tomorrow, and we're not making 500Q a minute, everybody get your pitchforks. It's all Peter's fault. We did actually float a idea before that, when we weren't really getting anything. Alpaca wasn't really telling us what to do, and then we floated the idea of just trading it for motorboats. And then we decided that Junior Wong was going to fly around the world and pick everybody up and bring them to New Zealand to watch the motorboats live. Can I send you a DM? Absolutely, bro. Hit me up. He wants the DM on the motorboat. Oh, you got Zevin in your bracket? We got Aaron in your bracket? Oh, you got Quick Night Gaming. Fuck, he's doing alright, eh? 1226. Got two sleepers still sitting there. Oi, 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 I pushed up to 9th. I seen that when we were just pulling up the bracket before. Let's go, bro. Alrighty, gents. I need to get ready to pick up my daughter. Because, like I mentioned before, I fucked up and I accidentally loved my kids. I know, boys. Why did I do that, eh? Should have been like all of your guys' dads and go get the milk. But it's been absolutely outstanding. I think what I need to do sooner rather than later, and real sooner rather than later, once I polish off some of this econ, is really come up with the plan to solve these overcharges. And it's quite funny, like I was watching some of the guys' videos in there, and like people be like, oh, you don't even need much, you just need a little bit of EHP. You just need a little bit of EHP to be able to tank them during the during your intro sprint and that. And then you see what a little bit of EHP is, and you look at their account, and they've got like hundreds of quadrillions of health. And then you're like, bro, that is not a little bit of EHP. That is a butt ton. So there's a lot of work that we have to do. And it's I don't think it's one thing will solve it. It'll be a number of things to get up enough tankiness to be able to do it. But sooner rather than later, we just need to hurry up and do it, and then at least make the first few overcharges trivialized, and then we'll just go from there. But at the moment, just polishing off some of the econ. I think I do have a pretty good little surprise for you fellas tomorrow. I'm actually going to test it overnight and wake up in the morning and see what the results are. And if I've done it all right, I'm actually super excited. It actually caught me off guard. But more of that tomorrow in the update video. And guys, definitely go and check out the video that we put up with what's his name, Nova Sky. Now, probably what I didn't mention in the video, like the first thing when I was talking with the boys is I said, like, we need to keep this video under 40 minutes, just to make it easier to watch for people. Realistically, if we went through everything, would be well over an hour and a half, but there were hours and hours of conversations that led up to that video. We went through everything you can imagine, coming up with different substat efficiencies, working through a conversion to dim core, using that as the main. Like, there's everything: Poison Swamp plus, Inner Landmine plus, EHP, hybrid, all sorts of things. And I just said, I think by the end of it, I just said, oh, what I'm going to do is I'll just do some recommendations of stuff that I'll buy for myself. And then a lot of it's going to be based under the assumptions that you're just going to know all the other stuff from what direction you should be doing and what substat. Like a good example is substats. We could do everything we want with doing some sorts of builds, but understanding which sort of substats to throw on, how you're going to set this up, how you're going to set that up. And it's just to go through all of that and put it into a video without scripting any of it. It was just way too much work. So it's like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to picture my account at 100,000 stones. But if my baseline stats were yours, and we're just going to assume you're going to knock off all these labs, and we're going to assume that you're going to roll the right substats and that you're going to swap out the right mods. Like, if we take your death wave to 50 second sync, we're just going to assume that you're going to go down the direction of like use MVN and then as a band-aid, and then wean off it and then swap into something else, like Dimension Core or whatever. We're going to go with BHD. We're going to assume that we're not going to stick with G-Comp and, like all these sorts of things. It's just way too much to cover in a video. But there is a giveaway going on for 3 stone packs, boys. And I don't think it's 3 all in one, but I think it's 3 individual winners. And your chances are extremely high. As far as I understand, he posts a video and he asks you, he gives you like a specific video to go put a comment on. And all you got to do is put a comment on there, fam. Just go hit up the comments. But definitely go check it out. 50,000 stones he's going to spend at some stage. You guys should definitely check it out. And I look forward to seeing what he wants to do. And yeah, we'll see what he comes up with. We'll see what he comes up with, for sure. For sure. Sven's got to go and eat. Take it easy, bro. Cheers for the crack up stream, bro. Hopefully see you next stream. 100%. Good night, billionaire. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna be a billionaire, Peter, or else, bro. Or else you're gonna refund me those stones. If your regen is high enough, you just need to be able to HP to tank 5 or 6 overcharge hits, even before it stops tickling. Fuck, I just read that so dyslexic. 100%, bro. And that's kind of where my mind is. It's just to build up HP with dissonance / enhancements, and then just get regen and defense, starting with regen and then trying to incorporate some defense, just to get the first couple hundred waves of fleets out the way, because we're sitting there making light work of everything else, but those first overcharge that come in, stripping all the defenses, and we're just killing everything off the screen, and there's nothing to keep spreading out that damage onto them. So yeah, sooner rather than later, I definitely need to do it. I want to polish off this econ, so while I'm doing these little adventures, we're still able to afford a few things like labs and some enhancements in that, and that's kind of my plan for it. But gents, you guys have been awesome. What an epic stream, super lucky bracket, and if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out, and as always, keep it cloudy, fam.